Hi, I'm Megs.
And I'm Jax.
And this is Musing Over Mugs.
Where you'll find us musing over all things books, cocktails, adventure, and life related.
And today we are musing over the Dark Olympus series
By Katie Roberts. Before we get going, Meg,
clearly we're going to have some spoiler warnings. But before we get going,
what's in your mug?
Not Donald Duck. Oh my god, that's the cutest mug.
I've made it part of the game to surprise you with my mug choice of the day. So today is Donald.
I appreciate this so much.
Got him in Disney.
I love it. What is in him?
Candy cane tea.
Oh, perfect. We love.
We have moved on from Halloween straight into Christmas.
Nice. I have Pumpkin King. It's part of the tea subscription box that I got from Colleen for my birthday. Hey, Colleen. So it's good. It's different. But it's a very fall tea, so we're here for it.
Excellent. I said I moved on to Christmas with the candy cane tea, but let's be honest.
You were drinking candy cane tea
year round.
August.
I have like 30 boxes of it in my basement. And that's not an exaggeration.
You told us.
I did already? Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
It's too early in our podcasting for me to be forgetting things already.
I mean, to be fair, we are very honest about forgetting books as soon as we finish reading them.
This is true. I'm very forgetful in general. So, whatever. I'm going to tell you guys the same facts all the time. I got a lot of candy cane tea. It's my favorite. Go to Trader Joe's because now is the time. Sometime in the next couple of weeks they'll launch. So if you want to try it, candy cane tea. Although this will come out long after candy cane tea is already sold out. So don't do that.
This should come out, I think, in December.
Yeah, it'll be gone by then. Oh, it's gone in like a week.
Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
Mark your calendars for next year.
If you're lucky, maybe I'll send you a box. That's not happening. I'm a hoarder, so.
You are a strategic planner, planning on never running out.
I don't like to be caught
Reframe
empty-handed.
And you never will.
Nope. I have enough candy cane tea to survive an apocalypse.
Speaking of never being caught empty-handed. Nope, that's a bad segue. I don't know how I was going to get there. It's fine. Neon Gods. Electric Idol. Wicked Beauty.
Wicked Beauty.
My book is very dusty. We are going to be talking about them. We are going to be spoiling them. So if you have not read them and you want to read them, exit out, come back later. Disclaimer, we are going to likely forget plot points. We are likely going to mispronounce character names. We might get character names wrong because we think they're in one book and they're actually in another book. How I pronounce names in my head might be different than how they're actually pronounced. It's been a long time since I took Greek mythology.
This is a really solid podcast, guys.
We're totally ready.
We're well researched and ready to roll. That's a lie. We just professionals. So professional. No, we show up here and we just shoot the shit. We just talk about it as we see fit. It's as if we're just recording a conversation that we would normally have. That was the whole point when we started this, was like, well, we're already chatting about the books. Let's record it and put it on a podcast. So that's what you're getting.
The world needs two more crazy people.
Two more white bitches talking about books.
Two more white bitches. All right, so
Neon Gods. Let's kick it
Neon
off.
Gods. Okay, so these books are. This was our first series read together. We've read books together. We've buddy read books, but this is our first series. We read them in July. It's now November. So that's
coming out in December.
Cool. So we're nothing but timely.
It's hard, it's
stick to it.
It's hard. First of all, you're flying through books.
Retellings of Greek mythology.
We release this every other week, so it is a challenge to stay on top of the reading list and then get a podcast out immediately.
That's not how we roll. We read a book and then we process it. And then we write a glowing review, and then we process it some more and realize, like, maybe this is not the best book. And then we have a glowing podcast about it.
That's the way the world works. Do you know that your video is gone? Is your video there for you?
My video is here for me, yes.
Okay.
If you want to see our video, visit our YouTube channel at
YouTube.
Musing Over Mugs on YouTube. YouTubes? I'm
on
old.
YouTube.
What is that? On the MySpace?
On the interwebs?
On the World Wide Web. So sorry. Okay, so you had heard of the series. You had read the first 2 books and then picked up Wicked Beauty this summer from a panel you went to, right?
Negative.
Just kidding. Made that
Close.
whole thing up.
I'd heard of the series. I'd heard of Katie Roberts because obviously she's been on everybody's list of like spicy retelling list. So I'd heard of her. She was on my radar. Heard of Neon Gods because I love Hades and Persephone. They're my favorite Greek gods. And I love retellings. So was excited to have them, had added them to the TBR. We joined the romance panel event that Brookline Booksmith had done this summer, and Katie was on it releasing Wicked Beauty. So with that event, I got a copy of Wicked Beauty and then made you buy it, and then we bought all the other books so that we could do them in order.
Yes, you have the first 2 on ebook. I have the actual books of all of them. I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna buy the rest of the books in paperback when they come out, just so I have the full series.
I know. I was, when we were getting ready to record, I was digging through my bookshelf looking for this, and I could only find Wicked Beauty, and I was very upset. I was like, I don't like that I don't have the full series.
What I don't like about it is that the same Entertainment Weekly quote is on the cover of both Neon Gods and Electric Idols. And that to me is either like the publisher using a quote or Entertainment Weekly being lazy and not having good enough description for their books.
It's cutting in and out again, so I'm not confident of what you said.
It's okay. We're gonna keep pushing through. I
Chug it along.
Entertainment Weekly was lazy in their review of saying unbelievable, unspeakably hot for both Neon Gods and Electric Idol. Okay,
they're good. I'm gonna say, like, if we're talking gateway spice, I feel like, you know, like Allie Hazelwood's a good realm, right? She's a good starter. Then we upgrade to like the Tessa Bailey world, and then there's like Katie Roberts, right? Mm-hmm. So there's like, it's still low level spice. Actually, I feel like Tessa would. The first 2 books of Katie's I think would be lower level spice than like some of Tessa's.
Fair enough. Would you put Katie Roberts on the same level as Penelope Douglas?
Couldn't tell you. Probably. I haven't read any Penelope Douglas.
Okay,
she's on my list.
Punk 54. That's maybe the title of it.
You know, that's hysterical. It's 57, I think. It's I had, when I say started it, I opened it on my Kindle and then decided, I forget why, but I went with a different book. I think because you and I were reading something at the same time or like near the same time. So I like had opened it, went to another one, and it's been marked as started in my Goodreads ever since, and I have not read it. I still plan to. I want to read it. I think, I could be really wrong again because I have not read her, but I feel like she's spicier. I feel like she's got like a lot of taboo, dark, spicy things.
I think so too. I like Katie Roberts because she has some of that and she like very much normalizes it, and it's not just a bunch of like white cis het people. It's, you know, she's got good representation, different body types, different sexual orientations, different.
A lot of diversity in there.
A lot of different, especially as the series goes on, right?
Yes, each book gets progressively more and more diverse. And the other thing that I think we both loved about this book, because like I feel like we were screaming it from the rooftops when we were chatting about it, was the consent. We love consent. Each book, and I feel like it got more aggressive with each book, was always checking to see that we're still on board with whatever thing we're doing, very much like consensual experience, and it was glorious.
I just finished reading Icebreaker, not Katie Roberts, obviously, and they're like consent's a very big theme there too, and I loved it.
Good. We love consent. Love consent.
Consent queens all around.
Let's dive in. Neon Gods. Give us the Goodreads description, Meg.
I'm going to read it from the back of the book because I had him.
She's going to read it from the back of the book. Look at her go.
Uh-huh. He was supposed to be a myth.
Sorry, the dramatic reading voice really just got me.
Listen, it's my radio voice. He was supposed to be a myth, but the moment I crossed the river Styx and fell under his dark spell, he was quite simply mine. Am I trying to get you to spit out your tea? Maybe.
That could have been a whole new segment. We could take a sip of the tea and then read and try to get the other one to spit it out.
All right, ready? Society darling Persephone plans to escape the ultra-modern city of Olympus and start over far from the backstabbing politics of the 13 houses. But all that's ripped away when her mother ambushes her with an engagement to Zeus, the dangerous power behind their glittering city's facade. Dark facade. You would think I would not just skip words as I'm reading out loud, but no.
Okay. You do that sometimes. It's fine.
Sorry, y'all. With no options left, Persephone flees to the forbidden Undercity and makes a devil's bargain with a man she once believed a myth, a man who awakens her to a world she never knew existed. Hades has spent his life in the shadows and has no intention of stepping into the light, but when he finds Persephone can offer a little slice of revenge he spent years craving, it's all the excuse he needs to help her, for a price. Yet every breathless night spent tangled together has given Hades a taste for Persephone, and he'll go to war with Olympus itself to keep her close. This is a modern retelling of Hades and Persephone that's as sinful as it is sweet.
Bum, bum, bum.
All right, so it takes place in modern times, though I cannot remember if people have cell phones or not. I feel like cell phones would make a lot of these stories just not.
I feel like she did have a cell phone because I'm pretty sure she left. That's how she got her sister to leave her when she was outside. She like went back for her phone.
Jesus Christ!
In her purse, maybe.
I don't know. I just flipped to a random page and it was
Spice. Oh yeah. I liked this version of Olympus. I thought it was interesting having it set. So basically, the whole Mount Olympus, you know, the mythical area, is a city. It's like, I don't know if they ever specified like where in the globe it is, but it reminded me of kind of like a California, there's like a lot of high rises. There's obviously the River Styx, and I thought it was an interesting take. I don't know. I hadn't seen that before, and I mean, I haven't read that many Greek books yet. I mean, we're now plowing through them, but I hadn't seen that, and I was excited about it.
Sorry, he said plowing through spicy books,
but
sorry.
So before we dive, I don't know, should we dive into the book or do we want to get to our reviews first? I guess we'll finish talking about like the book itself.
Yeah, so she goes, her mom like has this arranged marriage with Zeus, who is like this power hungry politician. They're born into these positions, right?
So there's the 12, and those are like the biggest gods, but in this version they're like political roles, and so Zeus is kind of like the head honcho. And then I believe, I don't think they're born.
No, they're not born, because in it's like Wicked Beauty, she competes.
But that's the only one that I think you compete for. I think it's like not necessarily born into, but like, you're like appointed, you get elected. Yeah. Not elected in a popular vote, but like kind of like it gets passed down and or like ins within the.
It's corrupt at the end of the day. It's like super corrupt. It's not great. Persephone is supposed to marry Zeus to help her mother's political standing, because her mother's like this political climber. Whatever, bitches get things done. Hopefully not at the expense of your daughter, but you do what you need to do. Zeus is like a bad guy, bad politician, bad man.
He kills all of his wives, or sorry, it allegedly kills them. They vanish mysteriously.
Yeah, so as soon as you marry Zeus, you become the Hera. Hera keeps dying. Persephone's like, cool, I'm out. Never wanted to be part of this whole thing anyways. So she runs through the city, like escapes the party where like the marriage was announced, because she's like, absolute nope.
She was blindsided at a party. Like they just kind of announced that the next hero would be Persephone. She was like,
cool.
Nope. Goes out to get some air. I feel like her sister went with her, and then her sister went back to get her phone, and then she was like, I gotta go, and I gotta go now.
Yep.
And then just ran. And then Zeus's dudes, his like entourage, were kind of like lurking behind her, driving her towards the river.
Mm-hmm. Because when she crosses the river, that's Hades territory, and basically like once you cross the river, you can't come back, or it's like really this got confusing for me. It's like really painful to cross the bridge. You're not supposed to do it without permission.
there's like I want to call it a curse. I don't know if that's the right word, but something magical about the bridge that if you,
there's like,
because it's divided, right? So
6,
Hades got one side, Zeus has got the other, and basically if you are not welcome within, according to Hades, like it's very painful to cross, and that will like deter enough people to like not attempt.
There are 3 bridges, so you can cross at either one. But like, doesn't one of the goons die because of it or something like that? Or is like very greatly injured?
I thought that was Zeus kicking his ass. I mean, not Zeus. Hades kicking his ass. No,
I don't remember. We read this months ago.
No, he did not kick anybody's ass because he didn't cross he can't go on the bridge.
Right, because it was like some
she had
truce.
To get to him.
Yeah. So she, being a determined...
Guys, this is a good episode.
Being a determined woman, fled the city, went across the bridge, like hardcore crossed the bridge, like fought through all of the enchantments of it. Met Hades. Turns out Hades got a little bit of a kink.
Well, she doesn't find that out right away. I feel like
they were
there.
Day 2.
Well, yeah, like next day. But I feel like she had concocted this idea in her head that was like, if I stay here, they can't get me. And like to sweeten the deal, to convince Hades to like be on board with letting her stay, is like they can pretend to be like together. He's kidnapped her or whatever to get this revenge on Zeus, because Zeus will be pissed that Hades has spoiled his bride.
Mm-hmm.
To which he was like, sure, but...
When you say spoiled.
Yeah, you're going to need to, like, be on board. You're going to need to, like, be in my realm. And then shows her his playroom.
Except it's not a playroom as much as it is
an
auditorium.
It was very interesting. There was, like, podiums. Not podiums. Like, pedestals. It's like a human pedestal, basically, throughout this giant... I'm picturing, like... Have you? Yeah, you've been to the stateroom. We've done a gala there. The stateroom in Boston is how I pictured it. Like these giant ass windows overlooking the city. I don't think this is real. This is how I saw it in my mind.
Never gonna get invited back there.
We are not sponsored. Giant windows, like gorgeous open space, and then like just these big platform kind of pedestals, circular. I don't know why I'm picturing them circular, but they're there. And then one of them had a throne set.
Basically, the whole thing. Hades' whole reasoning was, listen, we can tell, like, we can say that we're dating, but the people in the Undercity and the people
they're gonna know,
like, come over from Zeus's side, like, they know me. They know I like public sex and I like things dirty and erotic and this, that, and the other thing. So if we don't, like, fuck publicly, they're not gonna buy it. So are you in?
We gotta put on a show. And she's like, I'm in.
La-di-da.
La-da-da. Absolutely. Awaken something within me.
So this is like fake dating, but real fucking trope.
Yep.
In her time spent in the Undercity, she realizes that it's beautiful. The people are lovely. Just all the things that she's been told by Zeus, and that PR machine has been a lie. Hades is a wonderful ruler. What?
That PR machine. We can spin any story we want.
Listen, we've seen it. Some of us live it. It's fine. But yeah, and then they fall in love. There's so much more to it.
There's so much more, and then there's like a whole thing at the end. I can't remember a lot of the like. She goes, I think Zeus declares war on Hades and has her sister, and then goes back to save her. And then in the end, it's like a weird, I'm gonna butcher this whole thing, guys. She convinces her mother to call off the wedding with Zeus if she can get Hades to like join team with her mom. Because then she'll have, like, this powerful ally that no one else has. And so she has to get him to cross the river to come. And if he crosses the river, then there's going to be war. But, like, they end up doing it. And then he kills Hades. Kind of accidentally. He just kind of, like, falls out a window.
He kills Zeus.
That's what I meant. Did I say Hades?
Yeah. I was like,
I meant Hades kills Zeus. No, Hades does not die. And then that's it. They get to live happily ever after. And that was one of my problems with the book.
Hades has to now like be part of the like ruling. The city's basically like reunited and all this other stuff, more or less. Like they can freely cross, I think. Yeah. But Hades doesn't really want to. He's like, no, I still fucking hate all of you. You're terrible.
So he's kind of just there because he gets to be with Persephone. Which is lovely. Ma'am. Hey. Stop it. She's looking at me like, me?
They see their golden princess has fallen. I will not read the next line. Their dark goddess has risen in her place. Tell you, he's just doing stuff with his hands. Between those two lines. All right, let's read our review of this.
Yeah, so I gave it, and it's so funny now looking back. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, am I too nice?
Oh no, we're definitely way too nice on this.
3.75, I believe, is what I gave it. I liked it. I did enjoy it.
I did give it a 4. Wow.
I know. I feel like we were too nice. It's weird. I think we've gotten meaner as we've gotten further into this book reviewing stick. But a lot of my like good qualities of the book were like, I love Hades and Persephone retellings, so like that automatically gets it a point. I liked the modern day take, which we already said. We love consent. There's a lot of spice, and she's good at it. The not so good was the lot of repetition.
Yeah, a
lot of repetition. And that was a repeat, I think, throughout the whole series. Was a lot of it's, and like, you know, that it's a lot of it's, you know, they're having the same kind of struggle internally, so they keep vocalizing it, but it's a constant, like down to the same lines. The happily ever after, which I love a happily ever after, and I know that a romance is a happily ever after. Like you have to have that, but it just felt like there was so much build up, and then all of a sudden, like, click, everyone's happy and lovely and going about our lives. Like it just seemed rushed and too neat and tidy.
I agree. And it looks like we like them better as the series goes on, which is nice.
We rated the books better.
Yeah. We found a review of this book on Goodreads that had us dying before we hit record.
So if you guys don't already follow Entirely Bonkers on the gram, go find her. Her name is Julia. I live for her reviews. They're hysterical. And because we're friends on Goodreads, it was the first review that popped up when I was looking for my review. And good Lord Almighty, it is hysterical. She gave it a 1. And then it's, I'm going to scroll with my mouse. It is 1, 2, 3, 4 scrolls long. And it's filled with glyphs from, like, of Hades from the Hercules movie.
Did you just call them glyphs?
GIFs? Did I call it a glyph?
You did. I mean, that's GIF. Fine.
Whatever. It's hysterical. We were crying. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but we'll read some bits and pieces. Do you have it up too, so you can pick some of your favorites?
I'm trying to find it. It's not like popping up for me because I'm not. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Okay. This one I thoroughly enjoyed. So she basically was saying that she did not like it, and then goes, obviously, you guys were like, yeah, I know, but at least the smut is good. Bitch, what? The smut is good? Where? Where is the smut good? After the first time he makes her come, she literally says the orgasm was good with the same enthusiasm someone would say the chicken is ready. And Hades, the simp, the limp noodle we have as a character here, who shows him her playroom on chapter 7, like a wish copy of Christian Grey, followed by the sentence, I like kinky stuff. It had the same level of cringe as Christian's I don't make love, I fuck hard. You incompetent swine. If you have to tell me you like it kinky, or if you have to tell me how good you are in bed instead of actually showing it, you are making me drier than the Sahara Desert. Followed by the Hades meme going, what? When his head flames up and then he's like, I'm cool. Okay, fine. I died. The whole thing is, I mean, it's accurate. Oh, it's not backing up. It didn't take place in California. She wanted to go to California to get her PhD at Berkeley.
Wait, is this I'm getting all of my Greek retellings confused. Is this the one where they had to, like, get permission or something like that?
No. I don't think so. Let's start with the fact that this book is supposed to be a modern retelling of Hades and Persephone, where for some reason Olympus has a Starbucks and Persephone has a trust fund and wants to go to California to get her PhD.
Here we go. Here's the line that had me like dying. Honorable mention to this particular Hades for having a foot fetish because he spends 20 chapters obsessed with the fact she twisted her ankle in chapter 2 and he never got over it. You'll hear him yell at her about her foot 16 times. He's also the guy who yells at her to eat, yells at her to remember to breathe. The disingenuous concern that came from the insta-love relationship.
As for Persephone, she gets one line from me. Waste of space. Another goddess people butcher when they write their books. Y'all really skipped history. These guys were brutal, selfish, unyielding, mischievous, and you give me a white girl with a Starbucks edition. LOL. So go follow Julia from Entirely Bonkers because she's got good
If
reviews.
Nothing else, I mean, her reviews are hysterical.
I mean,
you don't have to...
It makes me want to read books, like, because there's some of them, like, she'll shred into them in, like, a nice way, but it's...
Sometimes.
I once saw that she posted that she spends, like, anywhere from 40 minutes to 2 hours on a review. They're, like, very in-depth. They've got a lot of gifts throughout them. It's a whole involved thing, and they're hysterical, and I really appreciate them. So thanks, Julia.
It's just fun. You don't have to agree with her reviews, obviously, but we respect them and we respect her, and she takes the time to read and give her very clear,
very detailed reviews
of how she really feels.
We didn't agree. We liked Neon Gods. We didn't hate it that much, but I got a good chuckle out of that review.
We love it. We love a good bad review.
On to Electric Idol
by Katie Roberts.
Electric Idol. This is the second book in the series. And it is about Eros and Psyche.
He was the most beautiful man in Olympus and the most deadly. In the ultra modern city of Olympus, there's always been a price to pay. Psyche, who is Persephone's sister, knew she'd have to face Aphrodite eventually, but she never expected her literal heart to be at stake, or for Aphrodite's gorgeous son to be the one ordered to strike the killing blow. Eros has no problem shedding blood, raised to be his mother's knife in the dark. He's been conditioned to accept that he's more a monster than man. But when it comes time to take out his latest target, he can't do it. Confused by his reaction to Psyche's unexpected kindness, he does the only thing he can do to keep her safe. He binds her to him, body and soul. Psyche didn't expect to find herself married to the city's most dangerous killer, but something about Eros awakens a fire she's never felt before. As lines blur and loyalty shift, Psyche realizes Eros might take her heart after all, and she's not sure she can survive the loss. Dun, dun, Again, dun. Another modern retelling that's as sinful as it is sweet.
It has fake dating. It has fake marriage.
I mean, it's a real marriage.
It's a real marriage. They really get married. But it was a marriage of convenience, I would say, to save a life because Eros' mother was out to get her. She's an Instagram influencer, which is hysterical.
I forgot about that. Oh my god. Oh, and this whole thing, is about the Aphrodite got screwed over in the first book because of the arranged marriage with Zeus going badly, and so she's all pissy at because the whole family, Persephone and Psyche and Demeter? No, what's her mother's name?
Demeter.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Take that.
Boom. She wanted to be, I think, or no, she got, basically Demeter stepped in and kind of set up a new arranged marriage for Zeus.
For her own political gain.
Correct. Basically, and that's usually Aphrodite's job. Yeah. And she was pissed. So therefore she had it out for Psyche, ordered Eros to kill her, and something about her spoke to Eros and, whittled her way in because she was a Spitfire. I did love Psyche. She had no bullshit attitude, called it like it was like, cool, if you're gonna kill me, do it now. Don't dick around with it. And he's like, I like this lady. She sees me for me,
The one thing in this book that like really fucking killed me was they talk about Christmas. They're fucking Greek gods that happened how many thousands of years before Christmas?
It's a modern retelling, Megan.
Fuck.
God, I didn't remember that.
Listen. Stay somewhat loyal to the source material, okay?
The thing I wrote on my last bullet point on the good was that ending move from Psyche, and I was like, what the fuck was that? I know we try not to be spoilery, but I was like, I don't find it remember what it is. And then I remembered it was the whole staged I remember parts of it. It was like she basically was gonna like turn herself over, and like in doing so they met at a place where she had set up a camera and basically live streamed Aphrodite going off about how she had arranged all the bad things that were happening, and she'll kill anybody that gets in her way and all this stuff. And then it was
like she set up her son to take the fall and all this other shit. Yeah.
And I was like, boom, what a crafty influencer she is.
I did like Psyche because she was written as a plus size girl, and as a plus size girl, we love to see body diversity.
We love inclusivity. This one, I said the not good was
it's super repetitive again.
Oh yes, that's like a reoccurring theme throughout all of them. And she's got a formula and she is
sticking to it,
which is fine. This one was more diverse than Neon Gods, but still not very diverse. It does get better for Wicked Beauty. That one, we had some more characters.
However, Hermes and Dionysus,
ooh, good job.
Thank you. In this book and in Neon Gods, top-notch side characters.
Yep.
Top-notch.
We love Hermes. Just always. I feel like all versions I've loved.
Truly. Hermes is a little... She knows things, or he knows things, depending on the book. When you know the secrets.
You give them away.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you know what we didn't do?
What?
I just realized we didn't give our mug rating for Neon Gods.
Yeah,
I was about to say, no, we gave our individual ratings.
Didn't we say 4?
You gave it a 4. I gave it a 3.75, but we gave it a 4 mug.
Yeah, we gave it a 4 mug and a 4 spice.
And then for Electric Idol, we both gave it 3.5, but a 4 mug. Look at us. Look at us.
I know. We're fucking amazing. And humble. Oh, so humble.
Things still felt pretty repetitive, but overall, we enjoyed Psyche and Eros. Oh, and the spice. We love the spice. I hate us sometimes.
We're amazing.
We are amazing. We're having a good time.
No, I'm not going to read that line.
Nope.
I always want to just like open up to a random like little page and read.
Give us a clip, Meg.
I'm 28, mother. I hurled the term like a weapon. I'm more than capable of making my own choices, including who will be my bride. You're 28. Why do you sound like you're 12? It's just such a bratty thing to say. Like, move out then. Do your own damn thing.
Well, he's under her lock and key. He's her muscle.
That's it. He's the arrow to her bow. That's weird. Nope. Take that back immediately.
I mean, kind of though.
Oh, yeah. All right, and so
we're on to Wicked Beauty.
This is the as of
best of the series.
As of recording this is the latest book that is out. Are we ready to? Okay. It has a different quote on the cover, so we like that. It's not unspeakably hot from Entertainment Weekly. It is
steamy, sweet, and action-packed from New York Times' Hannah Wynn.
New York Times and USA Today bestselling author Hannah Wynn. She's not from the Times.
You know what? Screw me.
Fine.
I only read the first part, okay?
All right. Are we ready for the back cover? I'm going to read it. It's going to be a whole thing.
I'm excited that I've gotten out of this time.
Don't worry. Next time it's all you.
Damn it.
She was never ours to claim. In Olympus, you either have the power to rule or you're ruled. Achilles' callus? Achilles.
I was going to skip it. I had decided I was just going Achilles.
Did you realize I skipped Persephone's last name? Because I was like, I'm going to slaughter that.
I had also made that decision, if you made me read it, that I was going to skip her last name.
We're amazing.
At least we have the same brain.
Best podcast y'all have ever watched or listened to. Okay. In Olympus, you either have the power to rule or you are ruled. Achilles may have been born with nothing, but as a child, he vowed he would claw his way into the poisonous city's inner circle. Now that a coveted role has opened to anyone with the strength to claim it, he and his partner, Patroclus?
I'm pretty sure that's how they say it in the movie.
Oh, fuck. Plan to compete and double their odds of winning. Neither expect infamous beauty Helen, aka Helen of Troy, the face that launched 1,000 ships, to be part of the prize, or complicated fire that burns the moment she looks their way. Zeus may have decided Helen is his to give away, but she has her own plan. She enters the competition as a middle finger to the meddling. 13 rulers, effectively vying for her own hand in marriage. Unfortunately, there are those who would rather see her dead than leading the city. The only people she can trust are the ones she can't keep off her hands. She can't keep her hands off. Oh, fuck. Achilles and Patroclus. I'm going to mess it up every time.
Patroclus.
But can she really believe that they have her best interests at heart when every stolen kiss is a battlefield? A scorchingly hot modern retelling. This time. Okay, so basically,
this was amazing.
When the old Zeus died, his eldest son took the title of Zeus, and Ares died of old age, I think, or like heart attack or something like stupid. And so basically a seat of the 13 rulers opened up, and how to claim the seat, like it's not inherited, you don't get like voted in or anything like that, is you have to compete in a competition of 3,
like a Hunger Games style competition.
Yeah. And so basically it's open to anybody to enter. And the prize is the seat of Ares. The new Zeus said, okay, but in addition, you're also going to get my sister Helen's hand in marriage. And Helen's like, fuck this shit. No.
Well, she had also already decided
she wanted
for the marriage proposal, she wanted the seat because she wanted to be on equal footing with her brother, wanted to be involved, and not like the bimbo side thing that, she's like the party girl of Olympus. So she was like, I'm going to compete. And then she shows up, she's kind of in the entourage for the announcement and is planning to step forward as like a contender. And her brother was like, and you get to marry my sister.
So, very much it reminded me of the movie Brave, where Merida was like, I'm going to compete for my own hand in marriage. Fuck all of y'all.
That's true. I didn't think of that. I like that though.
But Helen didn't turn her mother into a bear. Just kidding if you haven't seen Brave yet. Spoiler warning.
Spoiler, we're going to add that to the disclaimer.
Anyways, so here's where things get a little fun and a little less repetitive is Achilles and
Patroclus.
I'm never going to get that. Are in a relationship. They love each other. They're fine. It seems to be a weird open relationship. Not a weird open relationship, but like.
That was judgmental of us. It is.
No, it basically. Was it Achilles is like sleeping with other people? One of them
is not.
One of them is having other relations, and the other isn't. So to me, it just feels like an unfair open relationship. But still,
it is open. They're both okay with it being open, as far as I know. And Patroclus just doesn't indulge, I'll say, as often as Achilles. But when he does, man, does Achilles get jealous.
So they both have worked for Athena, who is...
Yeah, I think Achilles is second in command over there.
Something like that.
He was a shoo-in.
Like, I think he's second in command, and Patroclus worked for Ares, but basically, like, they met when they were younger, fell in love, have this great relationship, and when the seat opens, Patroclus knows how much Achilles wants it, so is like, listen, I'm going to enter the competition. That way it's one less person you have to defeat, because I'll obviously yield to you, because I know this is like what you've been working for your entire life.
Exactly. And on the way to the thingamajig, so like you could either when they announced the tournament, you could either step forward in that moment and be like, I volunteer as tribute, or there's like a side location that you have until like the stroke of midnight to like show up to and like put your name in, and that's where Helen's doing it. And that's where Patroclus was also doing it to kind of be a surprise. And they run into each other, and they had known each other like in school, and so there was a little bit of like flirty banter there, which was adorable. And then when Patroclus gets back to Achilles, he's telling him about it. He's like very jealous. And at some point, things escalate, and somehow it ends up. Well, I think it was. Didn't she get injured? Oh no, she was attacked.
She was attacked
in her room, and then they're on like the same floor but like different rooms, and then they're like, we will take over watching her. So now the three of them are sharing a room, and at some point they are now a throuple,
and we fucking love
and
it.
We are here for it. It was just well done.
Paris is in this. So if you're familiar with Helen of Troy and that story, Paris is in the competition. It's like a whole thing.
He's a douchebag ex-boyfriend. I really was upset because, I mean, I am a sucker for the Orlando Bloom Paris from Troy. You still gotta watch it. It's amazing. So like I just have deep feelings for Orlando Bloom, so therefore obsessed with his version of Paris. He wasn't a dick in actual mythology, but in this version of the book,
great.
I mean, he stole a bride, but like whatever, it was for love. Like he was like an actual
stole a bride,
but he was an actual asshole to her in this book. He was not an asshole to her in real mythology. He was just an asshole for stealing her and starting a war. You know, fine. He was kind of a bitch also because he let his brother take the fall. But besides the point, you know what? The more I talk about it, the more I don't like him. But. It's Orlando Bloom, so I'm solid.
Remember how we were like really excited about consent, and then like you steal a bride?
She went willingly. She wanted to be involved. She just couldn't get away from what's his face. I should know his name.
Okay.
Do you know his name?
No.
Okay.
Go fuck yourself.
Throwing you right under the bus with me. Yeah, he was an asshole in this book. He was just like.
I mean, there were a lot of assholes in this book.
Yes. So there are 3 competitions that are like Hunger Game-esque style, you know, like do this physical competition. Whoever dies, basically, or is wounded enough is out. And then the last man standing is going to be Ares. And it gets down to, I think the last round is Helen.
The Minotaur, Achilles, Paris, and...
There were that many in the end? That wasn't the... Which was the last challenge? So the first challenge was...
It was the maze was the last challenge, I thought.
That was the last one?
I thought so.
No, I thought that was second to last one. I don't remember. Guys, we suck. Whatever, there were 3 challenges. It's fine. In the end...
Okay,
in the end, no, like the night before.
Because the whole thing is... Achilles really, really wants it, but so does Helen. So Achilles has to like... Helen's like, listen, I want it, but... I'm not going to yield to you. So you can either get on board or get the fuck off the train. Like, I don't care. And Achilles is like, same.
And Patroclus is stuck in the middle.
He is, but Achilles is also like, I also kind of really think I love you. And I think Helen's the same way, but she's also like, I love me more. Because of like the circumstance and all that. I'm frozen for you, aren't I?
You were. So I'm just going to nod along because I feel like that was probably an accurate description. I heard he was stuck in the middle a little bit and then...
Probably not.
It's like, you just got it. It's fine. I'll just keep nodding and we'll cut there. They were in love. Yeah, he felt he was in love with her. It's our best one yet. I prefer our chaos over to technical glitches.
Oh god, I love our fucking chaos. Okay, let's see. Oh, Patroclus also got hurt at some point as well.
He gets wounded.
I'm sorry, wounded.
Wounded.
But at the end, our girl Helen
wins it all. And she's a sassy bitch.
Achilles is like, I'm here for it. I will be your number one. Like, I will serve
Wasn't he pissed first? I feel like he was pissed and didn't talk to her, left, and then came back and like groveled at her feet in her office.
I think so.
And they were like, let us into your life. Let us be a throuple.
Yeah, they end up being a throuple, which we loved. Petrolus. Peter goes back to serve at under Athena, and then Achilles tells Helen that he will be like her number one general, and they get to...
What?
Don't
they both go?
No,
I thought they both.
Achilles like works for Helen, and then Peter goes and goes back to Athena.
I thought he went with them.
Mm-mm. But they live together as a throuple.
It all happens very quickly in the end. Again, another really fast does. Like
they wrap these books up so fucking
I'm flipping through trying to find the ending to cross-reference, and I'm on page 366. They're still in the game. This book ends on I'm at 377. So 11 pages later, it's done and wrapped.
This is us just looking through the book to figure out what the ending is. Because this is... Oh, you're right. Okay, so...
Yeah, they both have to leave Ares' service to
Athena's
service.
We resigned from Athena's leadership. We're free agents now. Let's make it official. Make us yours. Just like that. I don't understand. You wanted Ares more than anything. You're really going to set aside your ambition just like that? No, of course not. When it comes right down to it, you wanted Ares more than I did. I faltered. You didn't.
You deserve the win, princess. You earned it.
That's literally like 3 pages before the end.
And then goes, sometimes plans change. Make me your second in command. We'll kick these fuckers into shape, and I'll make a name for myself helping you keep Olympus safe. Really, it's better this way. Instead of just another Ares, I'll always be Achilles. And then they're a team. They're going to be a team in public, a true triad in private.
Let's get married.
Let's get married.
At least for now. That comes later. Wink, wink.
And that's it. That was literally the last page. So, like, the thing ends, the tournament ends.
Like, that's the last 3 pages of the book.
It's wild how fast this happens. Ends somewhere around... Yeah, I don't know. It ends around, like, 366. They're, like, discussing the aftermath, and then... By 377, we were happily married and like, all hunkadory. So again, a quick wrap up, but I really liked the games. I really liked the threesome. I don't think really aside from, I mean, like all the same characters are there, obviously, like in the normal mythology, but they're not intertwined this way at all. So it was very fun.
So I gave it a 4.5. I do not know, or maybe a 4.25?
You give it a 4.5, and I gave it a 4, and we gave it a 4.25 mug.
But we gave it a 4.5 peppers.
We did.
We used the chili peppers as a full pepper, and then bell peppers as halves. Wicked Beauty is hand down the best of the series. If you're a purist, you'll be upset that...
Briseis.
Summed up for Helen in this story. But if you're here for spice, you won't care in the least. Hot, sweaty face emoji. We love an empowered female main character trying to forge their own path. We love this new take on a classic Greek tale. We love the Hunger Games style challenge. We love consent.
Clap, clap, clap.
We are thrilled to have more diversity in this book and look forward to even more in the next. While we adore Happily Ever After, we did feel the ending was a bit too perfect. It rushed, clearly. And wish
10 pages,
we had
not enough.
More of the story.
I loved them together. I also just love Achilles.
I love a throuple. I love a good happy throuple.
I love a good happy throuple.
Good happy Greek mythology throuple.
It's perfect. It was good. Yeah. I enjoyed it. Well, I will continue reading the series.
That's the whole thing. Like, this is not gonna.
This is not I was like, this is not replacing your Greek mythology lessons.
This is just a fun story based on a myth story with a lot of sex thrown in.
Yep. It was good. And I can't wait for the next one.
And we love it.
What do we say? February Radiant Sin comes out?
Yeah, I think the next one's February and the one after that is August.
Damn.
I know.
Damn. Exciting. Can't wait to go on.
So yeah, that was the Neon Gods series, the first 3 books of the Neon Gods series, and nope, not Neon Gods, Dark Olympus series.
Yep.
That's okay, guys. It's only tea.
It's early in the day. And we would love... It's not early in the day. It's very late in the day. It's 10 o'clock. That's fine.
It's early in the week.
Early in the week. But what I would like from you guys is to let us know, what are your favorite Greek mythology retelling series, books, stories, whatever.
There are a lot out there.
There are a ton out there. We've read Katie. We have read Molly Tullis, who we both adore. We want to know who else you guys enjoy and why you like them.
Another one?
A third?
I thought we read a third one as well.
I have a third. I have Scarlet St. Clair on the TBR list, but I have not actually read them yet. But that is another Hades.
Oh, you know what? It's Alessa Thorne has a Greek mythology
does she now?
Series. And I like her from her Ironwood series and the Fae Universe series, which are actually like all together. But she does, because I finished God Touched? No, I finished one earlier this week. Elfshot.
Nope. Did. Stop being so fast.
I finished Luna Cursed recently.
I don't know what these books are. I feel like you're just reading things without me now.
I am. Gotta catch up. Listen, you want to go skiing?
Slow.
It's fine. No,
I haven't even gone skiing.
I don't leave my house.
I do a lot of audiobooks in the winter.
Well, check these out if you can. But so when I was on Kindle, like finding my next book, hers popped up, her Greek mythology retellings. I think you should check them out.
I will.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah. So thank you so much for listening today.
If you liked this episode, please rate, subscribe, and like it. Review? Is that not rating? Is that not part of it? Okay, whatever.
Rate, and then you can write a review.
Okay, so rate, review, and subscribe. If you didn't like it, cool. Please don't rate, review, and subscribe. Just DM us and let us know.
Still subscribe, though. We'll get better.
Subscribe. I think we're fun. And if we're not for you, fine. We're not everybody's cup of tea, you know? We're a lot. But we're just enough. So...
Are we a lot, or should they just go find less?
They should, yeah. We're us, so just whatever. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but
we're so fucking chaotic today.
Like, rate, and subscribe, team. Like, rate, and subscribe.
Yes.
Nope. Rate, review, subscribe. Damn it. I'm telling you, I'm never gonna get this straight, but it's fine.
It's fine.
You can follow us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, and I'm just gonna say cheers, because we need to cut this down.
Cheers and happy reading.
Happy reading, friends.